let's make some hot honey lamb burgers. These are my favourite burgers to have during the summer months. I'm not great with spice usually, but my God, do these hit all of the right notes. So we're going to need about 150 grams of lamb mince. And to that, we're going to add in some black pepper. We're going to add 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Just go with your own particular preferences and tastes. Also add in 1 teaspoon of hot cayenne. And then just some regular squeezy honey, about 2 tablespoons. You can be quite generous with the honey. It's going to act as a binder, and it's also going to try balance out the hotness of the cayenne. Then I take this little stubby carrot, there's one in every bag, and I just peel it and grate it straight into my mixture with my box grater. This is only going to be about 20 grams of carrot. If you're going to scale this up and make more than one patty, you're going to make a bigger batch. I would recommend grating the carrot onto a tea towel or some paper towels and squeezing out the moisture, because this will add a bit of water into your mix. This patty is going to feel a bit moist and wet as it is, but trust me, it's going to be fine in this particular quantity. If you're going higher though, just err on the side of caution. Even balance it out with some panko breadcrumb or a little bit of flour. Now, I'm also going to add in just a little mini, it's not even a handful, you can see there, it's just a little few green onions, some scallions or spring onions, whatever you call them. And I'm just going to mash this all up in my bowl. Really just take a few minutes to get it very well incorporated. It is going to feel, like I said, a bit of a wet mixture. As long as it's binding and it's staying together in a patty, we should be fine. So put some parchment paper over a plate, and then you're just going to put your patty down, cover it over and put it in the fridge. Ideally, you need a couple of hours for this to marinate. There we go, eventually. And then when you've got your couple of hours in the fridge done, you can take out your burger. You're going to try and bring it up to room temperature, and we can go ahead and get everything else prepped. My preference for this is a really fresh, soft brioche bun. The smell of these, it's so sweet, it's so lovely. And you can just have it as it is, or you can, toast it on the pan. I usually go ahead and just put a bit of colour on it on my hot pan. And then we're going to salt the patty before it goes onto our pan. So make sure your pan is nice and hot. I smash this down. Now you can use your hand to smash down the patty. I always just use my masher. I love the novelty of it, and it does it quite evenly. We just want to make sure that, sometimes you put the burger on the heat and it swells. We want to make sure that it's going to fit nicely onto our patty. So there we go, nice and smashed. There's our salt. And we're going to then go salt side down onto our hot pan. I don't use any oil, anything like that. There's a lot of fat in the lamb mince, so we're not going to need to add any more fat into this. This takes about 5 minutes on each side. And when the cooking time is up, by the way, you'll see it looks a little bit black around the edges. Don't be fooled into thinking it's overcooked or it's burnt. That's the honey in it. It's going to look a little bit blackened, but it's going to taste amazing. So I just use a bit of sour cream, roasted red peppers, some baby spinach leaf. You can add whatever you want onto your bun. Make it your own. A burger's a very personal thing, I always think. And when your burger's done, don't put it straight onto your bun. Put it onto some paper towel. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of fat in the lamb burger. It's going to seep out as the burger rests. You don't want a big greasy bite, so just give it a few minutes to rest on your paper towels. And look, it's looking a little bit more appealing. And you're going to then transplant that onto your little nest of roasted red peppers and sour cream and spinach leaf, or whatever it is that you're going to put on your burger. And there it is. Look at it. It is I'm sorry. I only had this the other day. I love lamb mince. It's so versatile. I've got a few lamb mince recipes on the way. So if you're not a lamb person, sorry, but yeah. And it's got carrots. I've Trojan horsed some vegetables into there. And as well, it stretches out the meat. So it's a little bit more healthy. It's a stretch, eh? Super, super bad for you. It's so fat. It's so bad for your heart, but it's so delicious. And you might even have, you know, a little bit of leftover lamb mince, so you can go ahead and save that for something else, or you can be a good human and make your 2 mini sliders. Seeing as though we've been eating vegetarian this week for the most part, you know. The dogs have felt very neglected. Make sure that other one's very well done for Norman. He's going to know straight away as well that this is the heel of the bread, and one side's going to be a bit black. He's not going to like that one bit. He's a fussy boy, our Norman. Hopefully the cheese will balance it out and he won't notice. Fingers crossed. Burger! Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Penny says, "You look very nice today, Mum." Norman would like to know what kind of cheese that is. Emmental is not his preferred fromage. Penny says, "Take all of my paws. Take them all. Give me the lamb." The Norm is a bit more reserved. He likes to know what he's pawing for. He's going to have to just take it to his bed and give it a closer inspection. Whereas Penny will have it swallowed and out the other end. It could be arsenic, like she doesn't care. She's a very grateful girl. She'll clean your hand for you and all. Norman doesn't want to be a pain, but he can't help but notice this is the heel of the bread, and yeah, unfortunately it's not up to standard. But I guess it's the thought that counts. He would, though, like to speak to my manager. So give it a try. That is my hot honey lamb burger.